Back at it again. Welcome back to Headlight Headlines, your daily automotive news podcast. My name is Clayton. It's good to see you all again. Just a reminder, check us out on Twitter at HlightHlines, on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at Headlight Headlines. But yeah, we're going to jump straight into things today. We got a bunch of stuff about this all-new third-gen GMC Canyon that was debuted. If you didn't know, they recently revealed the updated third gen Chevy Colorado, the brother or sister, whatever you want to call it, truck to this. So we knew this was coming. They had teased it was coming, but now yesterday they've finally revealed it, and I've got to say it looks amazing. The second gen GMC Canyon and Chevy Colorado are a little disappointing looking wise, to be honest. So we're gonna go all in depth on this real quick. But to start it off, I just want to do a comparison of how they look. So here we've got pictures of the new GMC Canyon. We've got the AT4, which they have this of the second gen. The AT4X, which is like the even more beefed up off-road version, and then the Denali, which they also have of the current version. So like, you may not think the second gens look too bad, because I personally think the Canyon looks way better than the Colorado, at least, of this second gen that's out now. But when you put this side by side with this new third gen, like, come on, these look like nothing. Like this AT4, this just looks like the standard work truck compared to this brand new AT4X. So, yeah, a lot of details came out. Obviously, the styling, it looks really cool. We're going to go over some photos first, just to go over it. So the AT4X, this red version right here, this is the first edition of the AT4X, and apparently it's going to be like 60 grand or something, which is crazy expensive. So I'm really hoping that this regular AT4 version, the white truck right here, is way cheaper than that, because that would be something I would be really interested in getting eventually. So this AT4X first edition comes with this nice bumper with these light pause, light bar, and the winch, apparently 10,000 pound winch. It also has these Multimatic dampeners. This new tailgate storage compartment, they showed this off on the Colorado as well. Here's that winch again. The wheels are apparently beadlock capable, which is really cool. This is just on the AT4X though. And now we get to the interior, which is crazy. So they're doing this like white, red, and black interior theme. I heard somebody say it looks like a old ski jacket from in like the 80s, and it looks nice. I personally would never get that, but it's kind of cool. So here's the AT4. This is one I really like. I do have a first gen GMC Canyon that is also white. So seeing this, I really like it. It looks really clean. There's again that storage compartment. And then there's the Denali. Shows the really nice interior. Has this nice leather all around. The Denali also looks really good. It's just not really my cup of tea. But yeah, they all have sunroof, stuff like that. So they're saying it has the largest infotainment of all midsize trucks. It said 11.3 inches, I believe. 11.3 inch touchscreen. So another thing that's kind of different is the engine. So if you didn't know, the old Colorado and Canyon had 3 engine options. It had this 4-cylinder, which you could get with a manual also. It had a 6-cylinder, which was kind of the standard one for most versions that weren't like the work truck. This 4-cylinder came standard on the work truck. And then they had this 2.8 liter turbo diesel Duramax, the baby Duramax, as people called it, which is very interesting because now they only have one engine option. Let's see if they have anything on here about it. It is a turbocharged 2.7 liter high output engine. So it makes 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. So The Colorado actually has this same exact engine, but they have three different output configurations, and this would be like the highest output one. But apparently it comes standard on the Canyon, which is really cool. Interesting decision that they don't just make it standard on all. They might do that eventually. Uh, but there's going to be 4 trim levels. There will be the Elevation Standard, Elevation, AT4, AT4X, never mind, there's 5 I guess, and the Denali. And I'm not really sure what the difference between the Elevation Standard and Elevation are. They might be very similar, so it might just be really 4 trim levels. But yeah, they're saying it starts at around 40,000 for the Elevation Standard version, which isn't terrible. It's a little pricey, but yeah. I'm really excited. I love this white AT4 that they have in this picture. It's beautiful. I can't wait to see one. Hopefully drive one at some point. We'll see. Not a fan of red tow hooks, but whatever. It's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, so that's the main thing for today. We're going to move on now, though. Mercedes AMG 1 hybrid hypercar finally entered production. So if you haven't heard of this, it is a F1 derived road car. It has a V6, F1 derived V6, 1.6 liter, that Mercedes is making. Here's like a image on this video of it. And it looks crazy. They're only having 275 made and $3 million. So obviously this is probably like either a collector's item or a crazy track car that people are going to use. So these are finally entering production. I don't know when it says, if it says that they're coming out. I don't know yet, but it has 1,050 horsepower basically. So it does say it's hybrid. So it also uses electric motors along with that, because that V6 sounds kind of small, but along with the electric motors, it's able to crank out over 1,000 horsepower, which is insane. So yes, it's understandable that it has this $3 million price tag. I doubt I will ever see one if there's only 275, but it looks really cool. It does look very Formula One-esque. It looks kind of like a McLaren, to be honest, from this angle. But yeah. So Mercedes going crazy, as always. And then lastly for the day, we got this 2024 GV90 by Genesis. Their 3-row SUV, and they're making it electric, apparently. So yeah, they're saying it's going to be, unlike the G90, which is what they currently offer, well, that's a sedan, the GV90 is going to be all electric. So it looks very interesting to me. It's very clean. The wheels, I don't know how I feel about them. They're very Genesis-like. Like they have other wheels kind of like this. But then this light bar with like the triangular looking thing, I don't know if I like that. It's a little too futuristic for the rest of the car for me. Like the front end is crazy futuristic, and then once you get to the back half, it's like a normal car. I don't have any other photos, so I'm not sure what it looks like, but they're saying it's going to be 75,000 and coming out 2 summers from now. 300 miles from range, not bad. And 20 to 30 minutes to get from 10 to 80%. Pretty good. Sounds like it's going to be a little expensive for me. I doubt I'll ever get one. But Genesis has been going crazy. Kia, Hyundai, Genesis, obviously is their luxury brand. They're going crazy, and this just shows that even more. So we'll see what else they come out with in the future. I'm really excited, but that's going to be all I've got for today. Check us out, like I said before, on Twitter at HlightHlines, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Headlight Headlines, and I will see you next time. Peace.